desks. One operating position is over here. This is the ICOM 7610. This is what we use for HF. We have it connected to a tri-band Yagi, a DX Engineering Skyhawk antenna. That's the big one you see on the roof. We can spin it with that rotor over there. We have a ACOM 1010 600 watt amplifier. We also have a fan dipole for 40 and 80 meters over here. And then over on this side, this is our VHF UHF table. So we have an ICOM 7300, which is used primarily for 6 meters, but we can also use it as a backup HF rig. We have an ICOM 9700 for satellite communications. And we have the M squared 2 meter 440 as L satellite antennas over here. And then over there we have the VHF UHF local equipment. So here we have a Yaesu FTM400XD for FM and fusion for 2 meters and 440. We have an FT5DR handheld HT. We also have a DMR Motorola UHF rig as well. And then all of these radios go to a patch panel over here, so you can put any radio on any antenna. We also have another lab in the back, which I can take you to in a few minutes, where you can patch any of the antennas in. So let me just call upstairs to see where they are.
Well, I'm president of the Binghamton Amateur Radio Association, and up in Binghamton there is a Marconi tower. So back in 1923, Marconi wanted to test the capability of being to actually communicate to a moving vehicle, in this case a locomotive. And so Copernic and his crew built two 95-foot towers that were installed up in Binghamton next to the Lackawanna train station. But then also at the other end, they built two towers down here in Scranton, and it's going to be about 100 feet above where we're going to eat. It's actually it was actually built on top of the Radisson Hotel. The tower clearly is not there any longer. I'm going to see if we can sweet talk our way to the roof and see if there's anything left of that. But actually, this weekend is every April on a weekend closest to Marconi's birthday, which in this case it will be is this Saturday, is International Marconi Day, and there will be stations throughout the world that will set up ham stations with special call signs specifically to sort of celebrate Marconi and have people talk to these Marconi sites. So K2M will be active. We actually tomorrow we got the Binghamton Fire Department that will come down, put some paracord up on the tower, and we'll be Saturday morning we'll put up a couple of end-fed half-wave antennas, and we will be activating from there. So if you feel like a road trip is in your future, come on up tomorrow between 9 and 4, 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. We'll have stations there. We can get you on the air as well. But I'm really excited when I heard about where we're going to eat. I looked at the picture, I'm like, I've seen that picture before. And sure enough, for those that are interested, I actually have a picture of a newspaper article that shows the tower on top of the Radisson Hotel. So anyway.
Thank you so much, Truth. So yes, now we're going to go adjourn to lunch over at one of the historic Marconi radio sites. And so to do that, just at the end of this, if you are walking over, it's about a 1/4 mile, 0.4 mile walk from here. You can just find me and I will lead you.
brand new antenna was installed today in Scranton to help students learn more about radio waves and their connection to the atmosphere and to space.
As Newswatch 16's Courtney Harrison reports, this installation is ahead of a large-scale research project.
A crane helped put a new antenna and tower into place on top of the Loyola Science Center at the University of Scranton, with some excited onlookers nearby.
We're going to get some valuable information, and a lot of other people are excited about it, so it gets us excited too. Dr.
Nathaniel Frissell is an assistant professor of physics and engineering at the university and says this antenna will put a student-run ham radio station online. Dr. Frissell says ham radios can connect you with people all around the world with its special radio waves.
And these signals, when they leave the antenna, they don't just go straight where you can see it. They'll actually go up to the upper atmosphere and they'll be reflected back down to Earth. And then it can hop multiple times.
There is also science behind those signals, and they can be affected by the atmosphere and weather in space. Dr. Frissell's project to bring this station to the university was one of 5 chosen as a part of a citizens science project with NASA.
We have funding for a multiple projects studying the amateur radio data. We're working on figuring out how we can use it to support knowledge of space weather and advanced science as well.
Several students and volunteers from other states came to watch the tower go up. They all took part in a previous study during the annular eclipse last month and are looking forward to how much more data they can collect from it.
And this is an antenna that lets you hear things. You need this big of an antenna and this type of a tower in order to be able to have the sensitivity to see these small changes that we're interested in studying.
We didn't get to see much with the annular, the way the rotation was in the clouds, so this one I'm excited to get better data with, because we'll have better equipment and maybe we'll be able to see something.
The total solar eclipse will happen next spring on April 8th, and these scientists and students will be ready for it. Courtney Harrison, Newswatch 16, Scranton.